I'm fairly certain I've done this topic on a video before, but I want to reiterate it. It's something that pretty much every mentor of mine that I took seriously agrees with this, and that is obsession is essentially necessary to become any level of like competent or elite at anything. You will not get anywhere in self improvement or towards your goals if you aren't essentially obsessive about it. I don't. Anyone who doesn't like get into an obsessive state about their self improvement goals won't last like more than a couple of months in the communities and the forums anyway. Like you don't see anyone stick around that hasn't gone slightly crazy in chasing what they want. Like someone's gone. You've got to like actually almost pin your entire life's worth around one goal for a short amount of time in order for you to really like gain the success that you see other guys having. Because make no mistake, the guys who are ahead of you are the guys who have got an elite, the guys who have done things that you think you can only dream of, although that is a limiting belief and you will eventually realize you can achieve what you set out to. Those guys were like the most obsessed about it. Like they would wake up and all they would think about, like for dating, like we wake up and all we think about is approaching online. How am I going to get more leads to get more dates? What am I going to do on my dates? Can I stack 3 dates in a day and then just like check these little things that I'm doing to see if they improve my chances of getting laid? That's how level of obsession, like every single minute you are obsessing about it and you're trying to think of the next action you can take. That's the healthy obsession, by the way. The difference between a healthy and unhealthy obsession is the healthy obsession is all about action taking. You're not faking action, you're not procrastinating, you haven't got analysis paralysis. All you are doing is taking as many little actions as you can. And like the biggest example I can think of is someone like a friend of ours on the forum who wanted to do an approach and he just wouldn't give up. So he literally spent, I think, 8 hours out just so he could come up with the courage to do one approach. That was the level of commitment and obsession he took it, that he gave an entire day of like walking around and trying to approach girls. And he just did not give up. He did not quit. That's more of a lesson in commitment, but it gives you an idea of like how much time he was willing to sink into it. And then he sunk another few months into learning how to approach and getting over his approach anxiety. And like the amount of obsession it's taken like someone like Andy to get good at like taking Tinder photos, and it took him years, it took him years of refining his online dating to a point where he could actually like teach guys how to do it and fix his own profile. It's one of those things where we can teach you some shortcuts, but there's no overall shortcut. You have to put in the time and the effort and the obsession to actually get good at this stuff. And obviously, when it comes to like building businesses, like the guys who build their businesses, like that's all they do, like when it comes down to it, every guy that I've seen that's built like a great thing, like a great project, that is literally their life, that becomes their life. They make sacrifices in other areas. They like cut off things that they did for fun before, that they won't go out with their friends and get drunk anymore. A few of them have got girlfriends that don't have to worry about going out and dating anymore. Like everything was streamlined in their life so they could obsess almost 100% on their projects as opposed to all the other stuff. It's all about like mindless, focused obsession on your main important goal. And that's going to be my actionable advice for this video. I want you to clarify what your most important goal is. You should have written down some goals for the year at some point and over the new year. I want you to go back to what you wrote down as your goals. Whatever you listed as your main goal, and by the way, if you didn't list like one of the goals as your main goal, then you need to underline whichever one that is now. You want to clarify and pick what your main goal is, and then I want you to actively obsess about it in a healthy way. And I mean taking action all the time. You should be putting at least 90% of your effort into that goal. Like your general effort and time and attention into that goal if it's your main goal. Now, this is why we don't recommend having like more than one main goal. So if you've got multiple main goals, then maybe this advice isn't great for you because I'm basically contradicting that as a good idea. If you've got like side goals, I understand, but make sure you reiterate to yourself what your main goal is and adjust how much effort you're putting into it. You need to put more in. One of the biggest things I learned about being in the self-improvement community is what I thought was a good effort or what I thought was good enough effort was absolutely nowhere near close enough. You need to obsess and you need to put in a level of commitment you didn't even think was possible. to get elite at this stuff. All right, guys, that's it for this video. Peace out till next time.